Welcome back for part two of the different wig types that are available to you. I've already talked about lace front wigs as well as full cap wigs in the prior video, which is part one. You can click the link above if you didn't see part one. It'll also be in the description box for you to check that out. So part two is gonna be about half wigs as well as lace front wigs that are just a lace front edge and not actual parting space. So I'm gonna start with the lace front wig with just the edge, no parting space. My lace front wig is a little ratchet, so don't judge it based off of that. So this is the Sensational, I think it's Sensational Jenna, and she is a lace front wig with just lace edge. So it has about an inch of lace in the inside, but as you can see, it's not enough for any parting space. It's just literally enough to give you like an edge to manipulate the hairline or to lace some baby hairs on it. So it's not a lace part in it. It's no parting space at all. You can create a part with your hands, but it won't have like a actual part look. It will just have kind of a black look and hopefully not a tracky look. So what happens with these wigs is that you are intended to take this lace edge and kind of manipulate it so that you can lay baby hairs down and pluck out the hairline, because it's not that much space, only a little bit, to create a more natural look. And this is actually a pretty good alternative to like a half wig, I would say, because it gives you the ability to basically still put up all of your hair, but you kind of have the same freedom with the half wig where it is more so loose natural hair. Well, not natural hair because it's a wig, but it's loose hair, no part, so you kind of can like toss it to one side or wear it all back however you want, versus having to cover up a part or anything like that. So the pro of this is that it is a great alternative to if you don't want to have any of your hair out but you still want that natural looking hairline, because with the lace edge you can pluck the hairline to look like yours, as well as you can lay those baby hairs and cover up all of your hair and not have any of your hair out. So that is a really great thing about this. For me personally, I don't care for the lace edge. I think it's weird. When I wear this wig, I found that a lot of times I will wear kind of like a half wig pushed back, because with the lace edge, because it is such a small lace edge and there is no parting space, I feel that it limits you more in styling when you put it there, when you put it all the way forward, because you have to. So when I wear lace fronts, I don't really do much to secure. I don't put any product on it to lay it down so that it's smooth to my head, like glued to my head. I don't use any tape. I just use either bobby pins or a wig grip band. And so when I wear them, I can, I'm more likely to experience lifting than those ladies who do something to kind of glue their wig down. So when you have the lace edge, because you don't have any of your hair out, you have to then make sure that your hair is secure in such a way that you won't experience lifting if you're doing like a ponytail or something. As well as, I just think it's weird, like you barely get any lace in my opinion, so it's very hard to pluck the hairline to look natural. It's very hard to get your baby hairs just right so that your baby hairs can be laid without showing the first track, which is like right where the lace ends. It's very hard to do that, and so that's something that I don't like about it. But other people may like it. I just feel like it limits you a little bit in styling, so I don't care for it. If you're gonna get a lace edge wig, I think you would do better to probably get a half wig. The only good thing is that with this, there is no, so when you wear a half wig, there's like a line of demarcation, like where the half wig is sitting on your head, and you have to do something to blend that. With this, there is no line because it starts from your edges going back, so it just looks like a hairline. So that is a pro of this. But for me, I just find that I get the most versatile styling out of a half wig, which brings me to what is currently my favorite style of wig to wear, which is a half wig like I have on right now. This that I have on my head is the Outre penny half wig, but what I'm going to show you guys is the Outre 3C Whirly half wig. So this wig is a little bit older, and I have it already styled in a half up, half down style. The last time I wore it, I didn't take out the ponytail because I was like, I'm just gonna put it back in that style because I'm feeling that right now. So why do double work? But anywho, so with the half wig, it is not even half wig, it's more than half wig. So originally I thought that a half wig meant that you got like half of a wig. So, and I know I probably am the only one who thought this, but I thought that it was like something, you know, it was gonna start back here by your ear and you clip it in, and that's in the front half of your hair is gonna be out. But that's not quite what it means. I take the half wigs to me after having my own half wigs that you just don't get the very front part. So you don't get any edges, any like basically anything to blend this very front section of your hair. That's up to you. And for me, I do feel like after experiencing the different kinds of wigs, and I've been wearing wigs for a couple months now, that this is the most versatile one, in my opinion, because you can do the most with it. Because it's a lot easier, especially if you are a wig novice, it's a lot easier to work with your own natural hairline, as well as it is a lot easier to manipulate a half wig because you are able to cover up things with your own hair. So usually with half wigs I've seen, the standard cap construction is like this long comb in the front and then the shorter one in the back. There is no lace, no baby hairs. It's just your wig cap and then your hair. So how that works in my opinion is that it just gives you the ability to kind of blend your hair with the wig, which is a pro and a con. Because for some people, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's awesome. I would love to be able to just work with my natural hairline, not have to pluck anything, not have to figure out a way to pull out my edges to lay them down. Because your hair already naturally, you know, looks like your hair. It already blends. It's real easy to lay down some baby hairs, put on the headband, call it a day, and it looks on and popping. However, for some people, they don't want to have to be bothered with their own hair. The whole point of wearing a wig for others is that they want to put their hair up 100%, which is something you can do with a half wig, but some people, you know, may want to still have like the baby hairs as well as parting space or whatever. So that wouldn't be a very viable option for them. But I think the half wigs are a little bit more as far as hairlines, and it's probably because number one, I am not big on like having to do too much customizing to a wig. I don't like having to do all that, especially if it's like lace front, because I don't want to risk ripping my lace or anything else. So I don't like it. I like to have something that where it's real easy to put on. And then for me with my half wigs, they are all curly half wigs, but so it is easier to conceal my own hair. But with my half wigs, I don't have to like cornrow my hair, try and get my hair flat. I can pretty much do whatever I want to my hair underneath, and whether it's bulky or not, because you are taking out part of your hair as leave out, or even if you're not, it kind of covers it up. Another great pro about half wigs is that to me it's a lot more easy to make it look more natural. With lace front, you can make it look natural. Yes, I have seen it done many a times. It looks amazing. Like, it's so, all you have to do is search lace front wigs on YouTube and you will find so many wonderful YouTubers who have slayed the F out of their wigs and it just looks fabulous. But that's not, you know, for especially for a novice, that's not something you can do right out the gate. So for me, it's a lot easier to get my hair to look natural when I do a half wig, because I don't have to customize anything. I don't have to figure out how to hide the grid lines, which is the toughest part of with like any kind of lace wig, is hiding the grid lines, getting it to lay flat, getting it to be smooth. All of that is a little bit more difficult and challenging, and that's just not something that I'm into. And I also like with the half wig that I feel like I just have the freedom to do pretty much any hairstyle I want. If I decide I want to do half up, half down, I can. If I want to do 2 space buns, I can. If I want to change my part, which is something you can't do with most wigs, I can. I can do pretty much anything I want. With half wig, I could choose to have no hair out. I could choose to have most of my hair out. I could choose anything under the sun, because it's so much flexibility, that is why that is my preference. But for other people who don't like having to like hide the line, so with the line, if you can see right here, this is the line of where I have the wig clipped in, and you can clearly see the line where the wig is. But a simple headband, it's not even like a sturdy headband, it's just like a see-through headband, covers it up and it's good to go. So I think that with all the wigs, there are a lot of pros and cons, and a lot of it boils down to personal preference. I do think that there are wigs that are easier for a novice wig wearer, someone who's kind of just getting their footing, especially with having to blend it and make it look natural. And I also think that price-wise, half wigs, full cap wigs are more so where you would want to go, because they cost a lot less money. The only wig that I cannot speak to is the full lace wig, because they are expensive. However, I have seen a lot of videos about full lace wigs, and they are like so bomb. Like, I would love to get a full lace wig, but I'm waiting until I can find the perfect one, because I'm only getting one full lace wig until I'm rolling in dough, which probably isn't going to be anytime soon, because I am trying to achieve financial freedom as well as save up for a place. So I only can get one, so I'm waiting to find the perfect one, and then when I do get that perfect one, I will be sure to bring you guys a review on it. And the only other thing that really I think there is to speak to for people is synthetic versus real hair, but that's not something I can speak to, because all of my wigs are synthetic and I do love them. They look just like real hair, they feel amazing, but I don't have any human hair wigs, so I can't speak to that. But I'm sure you can search it on YouTube and check out a lot of other video reviewers on how they feel about synthetic hair versus human hair. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful. I hope that you liked this video, as well as subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I hope you have an amazing day.